Hey, it's Todd Burrier from toddburrier.com. So today I'm going to talk about burning the right ship. So what the heck does that mean? So here's a quick little story, a little history story. So back in 1519, a guy named Cortez landed on the shores of Mexico, and he was trying to conquer what for 600 years many great empires had tried to conquer, i.e. Mexico. And all of them had failed. And so legend has it that Cortez had only 600 guys with him, which Mexico's a big, big country, right? And there were lots of people and apparently really scary warriors. And so what Cortez did, according to legend, is he burned his ships as soon as they got to Mexico. He burned his ships so there was no plan B. There was no option. There was no turning back. The soldiers had no choice but to win or perish. Right, so I'm going to talk a little bit today about burning your ships, but probably not the ship you think I might talk about burning. As a matter of fact, a lot of people burn the wrong ships too fast, right? So in other words, I'm not talking about burning your job ship. I'm not talking about burning a relationship ship, right? One of the biggest mistakes I see in networking is someone begins to have some success and they quit their job too soon, right? They quit their job before they know how to be full-time, because then they're full-time, but they don't even know how to work full-time because they don't work full-time. So they quit their job too soon. They put undue pressure on themselves, undue financial pressure, and then they're operating out of the wrong heart space because they're needy. You can't build out of need. You have to build out of giving, right? You have to build out of others first, and that's difficult to do when you're trapped in need place. And so you shouldn't burn your job ship until you're really past it, right? You've blown away your float level, right? Meaning what you need to live and take care of your family. And you've got that plus some, and you are dialed in on how to go further, right? That's when you burn that ship for most people. Yeah, there are crazy entrepreneurs out there, which is a very small percentage of the population, like less than 1%, who it doesn't matter. They will start from anything, anywhere with nothing and build something, and it's just who they are, right? That's their fabric. So what I'm talking about is your primary issue anyway is fear of failure. And so I'm saying make that not an option. Burn that ship. Burn the ship of fear of failure and make failure not an option, right? If you just take it off the table and say, you know what, I'm never going to quit, right? Which means I'm never going to fail, because that is the only way to fail in this business. The primary reason that most businesses in general, not networking businesses, but business in general fail is lack of sustainability, right? They run out of money before they have created a profitable enough structure, regardless of their product or service. And so here, right, you're doing your network marketing business the right way, you can work it indefinitely, right? And you don't know what your path is. You do know if you work the process day in and day out, you can make success inevitable, right? If you talk to a number of people a day and you set that number and you do it every day and you make sure you're being diligent and you make sure you've learned what you need to learn and you continue to work the process and you support people and love people and care for people and do all the right stuff, you're going to succeed. I mean, that's just the bottom line. It's just the way it works, right? That's the beautiful thing about the business, is that it doesn't judge you on anything else. It doesn't care where you came from, doesn't care about your past, doesn't care about your education, doesn't care about how much money you got, doesn't care about where you went to school. It doesn't care about any of that. It just cares about who's building it, right? Who's building it, because whoever wants to can, right? So if you make failure not an option, you burn it. Just light a match. I don't care. Maybe you need to write failure on a piece of paper, take it out in your yard and light it on fire and watch it go. And then you say, hey, I just burned failure as an option, right? So that's the ship that you want to burn. Burn failure. Decide right now that you won't fail. Just decide. You'll do whatever it takes to succeed, and you won't fail. And then you won't fail. See, isn't that a beautiful thing? Thank you, Cortez, for that valuable lesson today. If you think this would be helpful for your team, please share it, and thanks for stopping by.